Hello? Can everyone hear me now? Our massive 7 viewers, I think we had. Okay, that's good. You can hear me. Okay. Sorry for a bit of a late start here. Chaos in the old Rabbit household, as per usual, despite there being a defined time that I needed to start this. But I think we are getting more or less good. Got an invite to playoff servers, so if the GMs are here, you guys should be able to find my name at least through there for now until I get access to the channels. But I mean, game 1 there will be no changes anyways, so we can head into it from there. Switching on over to the old scene here. I kind of was hoping I'd have time to do like a little bit of research and stuff heading into this, but that time was not given to me, unfortunately, today. So we can look at some playoff coverage here. Let's look at the minor leagues. So, taking a look at our matchup here for the Miners World Series, we have Cats against the Anchorage Wheelers. Identical, actually, regular season records. Both teams 65 wins each, with the Wheelers squeaking into the first place spot there instead. And looks like Kansas City's a little bit better at home, whereas Anchorage is honestly better on the road. Offense and defense, Anchorage benefactors having a little bit better of a run differential heading into this one. And we can see some of the pitching and batting matchups here with, I feel like the edge for batting is slightly in KC's favor if we look at the matchup versus Anchorage during the regular season, despite the fact that Anchorage actually beat them in the head-to-head matchup 7-5. So, I mean, all signs are pointing to this one being a very close matchup. With Miners generally being more offensively focused. So whoever can really clamp down on the defense is going to be the potential winners here. But, I mean, I think it was last year when I was doing the playoffs, we felt like it was going to be a close one, but it was just so lopsided with, like, incredibly timely hitting, which got the W. So we'll see how this one goes. I think for pitching as well, if we take a look, there's always some people at the high end there getting roughed up, as the starters, I think, for both sides really having rough outings for both teams. So I actually wanted to look, just give me a second, checking the index, because I want to see when the last time each team actually won a championship. I feel like it's been a while for both sides. Yeah, bring that over so everyone else can see as well. So looking at our past champions, the Wheelers actually won. It was only 2 years ago that they got the title. Or I guess, sorry, that would be 3. In 2060 there. Whereas the Hepcats have been waiting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seasons. So Hepcats feels like they're a little bit due. But I mean, Anchorage, before that win, it had been quite a long time since they had actually won. So we'll see how we're going to go along here. Jumping to the world scores. We will get this going. I'm not sure if anyone is here from the mod team. If we want to toss up some bets to get it going, I'll give it about a minute or so now that I've announced that, to see if we can't get any aligned here. As we kind of head into our first game, looking at straight matchup here for overall ratings and how we match up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 in favor of the Hepcats, 4 in favor of the Anchorage Wheelers, and then we have a 2-way tie here. So it's about as even as it's going to get. I think Hepcats hold the potential trump card with having the better starting pitcher. But as we've seen in the minors, you could be a 350 pitcher and get lit up like you're 100 TPE. So Okay, so I do have access to the minors channels now on the server, so if the GM's are around, I will be able to see any lineup changes that you have. But Anchorage. Okay, you scared me there for a second. If they've made lineup changes, then it would be put in ahead of time. Yeah, I can give you a minute. That's fine. We've got some time. I'm running a little bit late anyways, so like I said, anyone who has kids probably understand, but the unfortunate part is I had said that I needed to start by a certain time, but my significant other had other plans for me, so unfortunately it was scramble mode as per usual, so I got started late here. Alright, predictions started. As I tell everyone, when it comes to your channel points, it takes quite a while to save up enough in order to actually buy your PvE money. So honestly, put the bets down. If you got points, use them. Because why not? Honestly, you might as well. For this one, we just have straight up who wins. Honestly, probably the easiest bet to run, and I think probably the one that you'll see people throw the most points down anyways. Hepcats or Wheelers are at home. And the Wheelers actually did better on the road than at home, so I'm not sure if that'll affect it, but pretty much as the home team in a best of 7 with the structure that we have with baseball, honestly, you need to take the first 2 as the home team, because going on the road for 3 straight can be killer, especially when there is, I mean, it seems like a definitive home buff that OOTP gives you, so... Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure someday it will be less scramble mode, but our wee one is 15 months old, and he's all over the place right now, so... All right. I'm going to get this going, because we are 15 minutes into this, and we haven't started playing yet, and I like to try and keep my streams under 2 hours if I can. So we will get this going for Game 1 of the Minors World Series. Playing in the Astros Park, boo, and we are going to start it off with a solo blast. It was only 5 pitches into the game, and just like that, Avada Kedavra over the wall, 1-0 here for the Hepcats. This one was popped up in the right field and will be run down. Give me a second. I gotta turn the out of town scoreboard off as there's an error at first. So Wheeler's struggling a bit here out of the gate. Let me get rid of that. Swinging strikeout there. Runner was going, but the hit and run won't matter as they will make the out at first this time. No fumble bumble there. Will be Ziegler steps up against Cameron Bailey III, and they're going to drop in a nice, neat little single into right field. Plainview draws a walk. Wheeler's trying to answer back immediately. There's a double play ball, but they're just going to get the runner at second. A deep fly ball will tie this, but they're not even going to matter to try and do that, as that's going to scoop past shortstop, and it is 1-1. This one, a nice little bloop into the outfield. They hold the runner, though, so bases loaded situation for Von Caliente. That one is sky deep in the center field, caught at the wall, but that's still going to cash a run in. 2-1 for the Wheelie Boys. This one's to first. They will touch up, but both teams putting runs on the board here in the first, with the Wheelers getting the edge here, 2-1. There is an out at first. This one's hit into the potential gap, but the center fielder will get underneath that one. And this one's the third to first, quick throw, and that's a nice, clean, tidy inning there for Velo to bounce back from letting up run early. Unfortunately for Ziegler, they're not going to have the same luck as there's a leadoff hit by Danks, who is cold here in the playoffs. And Trento puts this one over the wall as they have an answer to the home run from the Hepcats early. And just like that, 4-1 for the Wheelers. Bailey the third draws a walk, still no outs. That is 1, not 2. Gino Alice strikes out. 43. Runner was going, and that's going to be a nice play as that's going to drop down to the outfield here. Runners on the corner, 2 out. Hartman into center field. Not going to have to move much to get that one, but damage is done. A pair of 2s up here early for the Wheelers, 4-1. That's to the pitcher out at first. Swinging strikeout by Cadavra. Walker pops that one up, and there's a free out there in foul territory. Von Caliante to the shortstop. Trying to go up middle there, but hard shift is going to take that away. That's going to drop into the outfield, though, for a lead into left field. Danks goes down swinging. Trento. Stop adding an extra R in there, you damn Canadian. Cow! That is almost into the second deck. So there's another solo blast. Kansas City playing some long ball here, but they would have liked to have some runners on for that one. Ems is going to drop this one in right field as the hit parade continues. Taz goes down on strikes. Crawford into center field. That's going to drop. Runner chugging hard for third is going to beat out the throw. Ooh, what was that? Catcher's interference. That's the first time I've seen that one. This is going to not drop down, but they're still going to send the runner, and that will get them within 1. Crowd not enjoying that one. That's a grounder to the second baseman. They will get out. Hepcats get within 1. Could have been more if it wasn't for that fantastic play in right field. This one's hit into the kind of gap, but has too much hang time. Will be caught. Plainview to third. Oh, that was a low throw, but a nice snag by the first baseman to get the out. And just like that, nice inning there by Ziegler. That pitch count is getting high, though, so we'll see if their day is going to last much longer. Big fly ball there. Catcher, did they get him? No, they didn't. Pass ball. They run it out to first. So 2 on, 1 out now. Ems cranks that one into right. Well, that looked it looked harder hit than when it was. It died in the air. Bases loaded situation. Taz. And they're going to put it up the middle. We have a tie game. Hepcats fighting back here. That one's up the middle. They are exploiting that gap in center as now the Hepcats are ahead 6-4. Pitching change. Dax Murphy is in. Gets a swinging strikeout by David Doug. That one, though, they tried to go up the middle, but the Wheelers say, nah, to that one. We've learned our lesson. Damage is done, though. 5 runs in the last 2 innings has the Hepcats out in front. Walk here by 43. That one's hit hard. Deep into right. Gone. Hartman, 2-run blast. And we might as well go back to the first inning because we are back tied 6-6. This is a game not for the pitchers, that's for sure, as we are staring at the bats now. A walk here is Billy the Kid in some trouble. Double play ball? Oh. The Miners in not turning double plays. Name a more iconic duo. Can they turn 2 here? They can't! Oh my! 2 failed double play attempts allows the Wheelers to score. Is this going to come back and bite the Hepcats? As some aggressive running puts runners on the corner with 2 out. There goes the runner to second. They are going to be safe. Plainview, big opportunity here, is going to sky this one up. It'll be caught, but Anchorage puts up 3 to get back out in front. TG drops this one in front of the center fielder. Lead off single. They can steal. Oh, and as I say that, they pick him off at first. Got caught cheating a little too much. 2 out now. That one is hitting a foul, and like I like to call them, another free out. Into the bottom of the 6th. That is hit to shortstop. Throw to first. Out. 43. Hits that one to first, and they will make the play as they toss it to the pitcher. Hartman. Hits that one to third. Nice throw to first, and a nice clean inning. Hepcats down to their last 9 outs here, only down by 1. They've shown that they can do some offense. Cal gets to first. Got to try to not get picked off this time. Hard shift here. Ems almost tries to exploit it, but a nice double play. Walk here by Taz keeps us alive. Crawford hits that one into center. That's going to drop. Just a single. Doug, red hot. Gets a hold of that one. That drops into right field. They're sending to the runner. Throw comes to home plate. Not in time. We're tied once again. Some big 2-out hitting by the Hepcats. And I thought he was going to beat the throw out, but he did not. So we stay tied. Von Caliente. They are shifted hard on him, and they are able to get that hit taken away. Lee gets thrown out at first. Danks sneaks that one through. I think that's their second hit of the game. That icicle has got to disappear as it does. Pitching change. Catch comes in, and they're going to get them out of the inning. We are running out of innings here. Are we going to get some free baseball in the first game of the finals? As there's a free out. Cadavra gets a hold of that one, drops that one in front of the left field. Thought about to, but returned. Are they going to steal? They sure are. And they're going to get gunned down. Hepcats have not had luck running these bases here. And, oh, that is going to be costly, as that is a double there by Walker that would have given them the lead had Cadavra not got gunned down. That's hit to short, and they do make the play at first. Couple close calls at first here with these infield bloops. Cameron Bailey to first. They are going to touch down as one of my cats is booking it in here. Don't you knock my coffee over. Let's move that off the table. As we have a 1-on, 2-out situation. 43. Stares at a strikeout. Situation like this, you got to be swinging. Hepcats. Ems goes down on strikes. Taz grounds to third, but will beat out the throw. This is hit high and hangs in the air forever, so will be caught by right field. And center fielder, nice job to move under that. Can the Wheelers walk this off? Bottom of the 9th. There's a pop-up pretty much to first base. Aliante down on strikes. Lee down on strikes. We get some free baseball extra innings. Game 1. Wyatt comes in, pitching change. This one's hit high, deep, center. Caught. Teague draws a walk. They can steal, so you got to keep an eye out for that. There they go. And they're going to beat the throw out. Single could send the runner home. This is going to drop into left. Oh, they held up. Are they going to send them? No. The hesitation holds them at third. This one's deep. Oh, no, it's not. Here comes the throw. And the runner's out at home. The Hepcats So many blown opportunities. They should have had this game by now. The old double play from right field. Wheelers, now's your chance. Momentum is in your favor. Strikeout, throw out. Bailey the third as Belfour comes in relief. Gets the strikeout. We are heading to the 11th inning. Cow to shortstop out at first. Ems stares at that strikeout. Taz hits it to short. They are going to make the play at first. No excitement there from the Hepcats offense. Can the Wheelers generate some excitement? That is going high, but not quite deep enough. Caught in right. Jay Noalis. That one is skied, but hangs up a little too much. There is 2 out. 43. Tries to go in the gap. Right fielder had to run to get that one. But there's an out. Into the 12th inning. Crawford to first. A routine play there. Doug goes into center field. That will drop. They have 1 stolen base, but I don't think they're a base runner. Another pitching change as Mitchell Jr. is in. This one is hit into left. I am just... Hopefully okay, no, I didn't interrupt it. There's a caught, third out. I want to... Game does not want to stop on me. As there's a single in the right field. Okay, we'll have to... As there is another hit in there. Runners on the corner. There's the shortstop, and they can't make the play at home. Or do they? What's happened? They made the out at home. There's a hit up the middle, though. Runners coming home. There is no throw. Oh my god. Chaos mod on the max. The runner looked safe at home. I thought it was over. They were not. Luckily, the Wheelers had 1 out left to work with as they go up the middle. No throw home. Wheelers will take a wild one in game 1. Anchorage side 4 RBI day for Caden Tranto. As really the offense spread even on Kansas City side. Both starters only lasting 4 innings. The win will go to Mitchell. They're third of the playoffs here out of the pen. Belfour gets the loss. Player of the game is Caden Tranto. Alright, let's punch save. We are going to move forward a day. I want to make sure I'm on world scores just to make sure that there's no majors games sneaking in here. All right. Where am I going here? We have to go to Hepcats. We are going to go to pitching. Billy the Kid is one at the bullpen. They are at 34% for RP. Ziegler is exhausted. They're your starters, so that makes sense. Belfour, 64. And Catch is at 21. Going down to the Hepcats. They have a lot more tired people. Luckily, it's minors. We have a bajillion pitchers. Mitchell Jr., 98%. That's weird that they're... Okay. Velo is tired. They were the starter. I don't think Hydroconus was used. Food poisoning was not used. Robert Grimes was not used. Etsuko is at 62. Murphy at 67. And Wyatt is gassed. Yeah. We will wait and see.
am on the playoff server. I can see the Hepcats and Wheelers channels. If there is any changes to be made, please do let me know. I'll give it another 30-45 seconds here or so. If I see nothing, we are going forward. Looking at the Wheelers, no one's even online for them. Our Pandazaki is, actually. I'm assuming Panda, that means let it ride. Hepcats, I see Dag on, but no messages, so we'll leave it another 20 seconds or so. If I see nothing, we go. Yep, Slay. Getting to that one thing at a time. Okay. Let me just see. Let me just toss a message in there just to make sure the Hepcats aren't waiting to do something. How is everyone doing this week? Is everyone having an okay weekend so far? I know that for... Okay, Hepcats are good. I know for my perfect team that my pack luck is terrible. I haven't gotten an upgrade in weeks. Missions are the only way I'm getting upgrades at this rate, and I open like 100 packs a week, and I just keep getting like 91 live diamond duplicates. Somebody kill me. But yeah. Okay, we are good. Get her going here. We got Clay Holmes against Mike Boss III. Hepcats obviously praying that they can steal a game before they head home. Wheelers are saying, yeah, we need to get both of these before we go on the road. So we'll see how things go. Let's get her started. Both teams probably hoping that they have a more straightforward game for themselves instead of pure chaos mod, but I'm pretty sure that game was more fun than almost every other game we had last World Series last year. And Hepcats get going to a hot start here. Player on second. They think about third, but smart move to return. That one's hit hard and kind of deep in the right. They don't tag up. I thought he might actually try to go for it. And that's going to be it, as they get a runner second, and they move them no further. 0 on the board this time for KC. A walk here by Cameron Bailey. There they go for second, and they are going to get in there safe. Plainview. Pops out to right field. That is caught. Gino Alice gets a hold of that one. That's deep to right and gone. See you later. 2-run blast as the Wheelers are up 2-0 early in the first again. They scored 2 last time. They scored 2 again. Kansas City pitchers getting shook early here in this series. 43 drops a deceptive single in the left. Pop fly here by Hartman though. Caliente goes up the middle. Perfect little single. Lee, that's to third, to second, and that is going to end that inning, but Raiders get on the board. Taz skies this one into free out territory. Crawford gets under that one. That's going to be caught. Doug. Second baseman tried to steal some work from first, but the first baseman will make the out. This one's hit into the outfield, but will be caught by the right fielder. Trantau, fresh off a player of the game, is going to draw a walk. There they go for second, and they are safe. Wheeler's having success on the base paths. Bailey pops up. That's to the pitcher, and they can't make the throw at first, so this inning is still alive. 2 on, 2 out. Janualis can't get this one to drop. Wheeler's threatening, but we'll have to settle for 2 here so far. That is right at the first baseman as Judge hitting under 100. That is a rough. Tej drops that in. Cadavra pops up. This one's hit hard. It's a hard line drive, but they're going to get underneath that, and that is caught. 43 to center field. That's caught. Hartman. Wow, they weren't even halfway down there when the catcher gunned him out. Fortunately, the catcher hasn't had that cannon of an arm for throwing the runners out at second. Another 3-out inning here. I mean, every inning is 3 outs, but they get 3 there pretty quickly. Emes! That is to right field and gone! That lead is cut in half as Emes skies that one. That's a 3rd home run here of the World Series, but Kansas City just keeps not having the runners on base, unfortunately. That one is hit to third and caught. That one's hit. Ooh, he punts it. That's going to be an old error. Unfortunately for the Hepcats, that is going to be skied into left, and they cannot capitalize on that error. But they have cut the lead at least in half. Pop fly here by Lee is caught by the left fielder. Danks. Free out. Just. Tranto holds back the swing. 2-out walk. Oh, I was going to say nice pickup and throw, but disaster as the first baseman cannot hold on to that throw. And they are going to pay for that dearly, as that is a 2-run. I'm going to assume a single, but he turned it into a double. That's too short. They finally do make the play, but that error was a big yikes, as that is going to give the Wheelers a 4-1 lead. Hepcats bats need to start connecting here. Judge is going to go down on strikes. They have been a black hole in that 8-hole in that lineup. Swinging strikeout by Cadavra as Holmes is kind of on cruise control here so far. Pitching change as Sox maybe comes in. And immediately gives up a single in a first, 43. Hartman's going to draw a walk. We got 2 on, no out. Caliente draws a walk. Bases loaded situation. Lee goes down on strikes. Double play will get them out of it. Danks. Oh, diving catch by the left fielder. It's shallow. The runners hold. And that's right at the right fielder. Wheelers, bases loaded, no outs. We'll see if that ends up becoming a deciding factor later. Hepcats offense has to wake up, though. Leadoff single, good start by Walker. Double play ball, and they will turn it. We've seen a double play, folks, in the minors. It can happen. A single here by Emes. That is into center and caught. Big defensive play by the Hepcats. Unfortunately, cannot hold the momentum into the offensive side. Bailey III walked. Sox maybe has had a horrible control here, and they get the yank because of it. Runner moves up to second. That one is hit up the middle. They're going to send the runner. And we are up to 5-1 now. That is hit into the outfield. That drops for right. 2 on, no out. Shirt Cutter is... His defense will turn 1 at second. Gets a strikeout. Caliente gets underneath that one. That'll be caught with the right fielder. But Wheeler's slowly increasing that lead. Hepcats running out of outs here. That's going to be the third. Nice throw to first. Doug skies that one into center field. That's caught. That's right at the pitcher. And that's out. With a whimper here, Hepcats get sat down. This is into center field here as Wheelers keep chugging along here. I swear they've gotten a hit every inning here so far, but a double play as Danks grounds out into that one. Both teams' number 8 hitters struggling. Trantow quietly having a pretty good finals here so far. Bailey III draws a walk, keep us alive. Pitching change, Belfour comes in and is able to get the third out. 6 outs left for the Hepcats. What do you got here in the 8th? Teej. That's popped up to center and caught. Cadavra is able to squeeze that one between the shortstop and third baseman. That is a double play ball as Walker ends the rally just like that. That one is cranked as Giannualis sends that one into the seats. See you later. That's a solo blast. We are up to 6 run now. That one is just blasted into right field by 43. That's a stand-up double if I ever saw one. Hartman tries to go in the gap, but the right fielder will run that down. Caliente up the middle. Runner stays at third. Pitching change again. Bishop comes in. Lee is going to drop this one to the outfield. 6-1 now. 7-1, sorry. As that's going into the gap. This is going to be 8. Will it be 9? No. But I think we can punch our card for this one as being over, as that is your 9th run now across the plate. 15 hits for the Wheelers. Hepcats, had you got an 8 or 9 run inning in you? We'll see. Cow steps up. That's going to be to third. That is 1 out. There's 2 outs. Taz goes down on strikes. Wheelers with an emphatic Game 2 win. Make it very clear that they enjoy their home field advantage. 9-1 is your final, 15 hits. Plainview and Giannualis both 3 RBIs apiece here in the 2 and 3 slots. Mike Boss III gets the loss. Holmes, solid 7 innings. Only 2 strikeouts. No walks, though. Gets the win. Player of the game is Ted Giannualis. Let's punch the save button. We're going to move forward. I want to make sure I am on world scores. Yes. Move forward 1 day. It's a rest day. Move forward another day. And we are heading towards game 3. We will check the pitching because that's what everyone asked for anyways. Clay Holmes was your starter, so we don't need to look at them. Max Velo is also your starter. And the people who are cold are pretty much all rested. Robert Grimes is at 83%, but still usable for the next game. Hepcats, a little more tired. Hunter Bishop is 96 for reliever. Billy the Kid, 79. Ziegler's a starter. Belfour, 48.
likely unavailable for this game. Catch 74 might be available. Surecutter 69. I'll wait to see if there is. I stopped yawning. Any changes? Hummus for the tahini. Have you implemented the ideas where you can use money to buy certain buffs for your team and or changes like giant balls and massive players? If not, get that going. I want to be able to pay for my team to reseed. Come on now. You have the power. Why not NAS base? At least just for one game if we want to. Still seeing nothing from Hepcats and Wheelers. Give it another minute or two. I mean, it's AJ, though. Everything with AJ is full chaos. So what I would expect, no less. Wheelers. Alright, they're saying let it ride. No one's online for the Hep Kitties. I'll give it to 1:52 p.m. And then we are gonna get going with game 3. Wheelers up 2-0, but the Hepcats get 3 at home now. We'll see if the Kitties can get something going here, or if this is going to keep going the Wheelers' way. Alright, 1:52. I see nothing from the Hepcats, so we are going to get going here. I think I hit save, but let's just make sure again. Manage game. Bet is up as per usual. Who wins game 3? Momentum seems to be in the Wheelers' favor, but we'll see. Let's get her going. In the old Kaufman Stadium now, as there's a ground out there by Bailey III. Plainview skies this one in a center field and will be caught just shy of the warning track. Junior Wallace, red hot now after that game, tries to get another HR on the board, but that is going to hang in the air a little too much. Finally, the Hepcats get a 0 on the board in the first inning. Walk here by Cadavra. There they go for the stolen base, and they will be successful this time. Walker, that's to left. Not going to be deep enough to move the runner forward. Cal to short as they can't get a handle on it, so runner gets a free pass to first. But they're going to get picked off, so that goes all for naught. But luckily, Emmis will get on first. And cash and run, and Taz, no throw. Hepcats, a little bit of momentum here. That one is hitting the left field, though, and will be caught. But the Kitty Cats have a lead. That's the first. That's going to be touched up. Hartman. Is able to squeeze that past the second baseman into the outfield. Caliante gets underneath that one, but it will be caught in center. Lee is tossed out at first. There is a hard hit ball, but the right fielder doesn't have to move much for that one. Judge able to draw a walk. That one is hit in between the shortstop and third baseman, so 2 on, 1 out. Wheeler's hoping for a double play ball. They'll still accept the flyout, though. Walker gets a hold of that one. That's into the gap, though. That is going to cash 1. Can they get 2? Runner thought about staying at second, but pushes for a triple. 3-0. Swing strikeout there by Cow, but Hepcats 3-0 lead. Danks, that's pretty much right at the pitcher. That's going to be an out at first. Tranto goes down on strikes. Bailey the third down on strikes. Ray Xavier having a pretty good start here so far, as they'll make the play at first there. That one is hit. Did that drop? No. He caught that at his feet. That one's going to drop, though, as that is the center field there for Crawford. Doug. Oh, a little tricky behind the back play. Is that a Banana Savannah player out there? Or Savannah Bananas? Regardless, that's an out. That is right at the right fielder, as we are actually chugging along here pretty quickly here so far. 2 third, there's your second out. 43. That's Sky to center. And there's another out. Wheeler's offense disappearing so far here on the road. That's to first. To second, not back to first, but they will take the out for the leadoff runner. That is in front of the left fielder, so 2 on. Walker puts that one to the left field. Here comes the runner around third. And both runners moving up. Oh, they're sending 2. Shortstop missed the memo, as there is no throw home. 5-0 Hepcats. The day is done for the Wheelers pitchers. Here comes your first reliever in. Booze Goozer will get the fly out and right. A wild pitch sends the runner up to third. But Emas will go down on strikes. Only 1 hit for the Wheelers here so far. Hartman's going to give a free out. There is a grounder to second. Really slow roller, but the play will be in at first. Lee to the shortstop. Play at first. Xavier on cruise control here. That's the second, as Taz will ground out. Crawford draws a walk. Doug right at the center fielder. Judge, that average is dropping. At least they're raising the OBP, as that's another walk for them. Pitching change as Mitchell Jr.'s in and gets Teach to strike out. Strikeout there by Danks. Tranto. That is a catch by the second baseman. Bailey at third, able to hold back the swing, draws a walk. There they go to second. They're safe. Plainview cranks that one. That's into left field and gone. 2-run blast as the Wheelers finally get on the board here. They've been doing what the Hepcats can't, which is hitting home runs with runners on base. There will be your third out, though. Xavier's day probably going to be done soon, but that lead has been chipped away at least. Gaver will lead us off with a single. There they go to second. They're safe. 10th stolen base. Well, they're going for third. Some aggressive base running here. Walker smokes that one past the third baseman. Oh, there's an error in left. They turn a single into a double. And the Hepcats put up their 6th run of the game. They were shifted hard for that one. but the right fielder is able to make the play. Runner moves to third. Nice little single there. No, they make that a double as Imus moves to second. Taz to center. That's gone. Runner goes for third. And they'll be safe. Crawford draws a walk. Doug as Etsuko comes in and is able to get the final out here. Hepcats extending that lead. Bishop in. Whoa! He warped. We have Spacefaring Technology on the field as they were able to make that play. Hard shift here on Caliente, and they're going to hit it so hard the second baseman's going to bumble it. This one is right at the center fielder. Hepcats breathe a sigh of releases that looked like it might have turned into some danger, but they're able to get the outs. Judge, pop fly, that's caught. Staring strikeout there by Tej. Cadavra grounds to third, and that is an out as Wheeler's happy to finally get an inning where it seemed pretty easy. Danks flies out to left field. Tranto does pretty much the same thing. 2 outs. Bailey to first. Oh, but they can't get out of the inning there as a little bit of a fumble there at first, but it won't matter as Bishop will get the strike out. Kansas City more focused on defense than offense, but they will welcome any extra runs. Walker gets a single. To first, to second, not to first, so they just get 1. Emus stares at a strikeout. Taz to second. There's the out. 3 outs left for the Wheelers. 5 runs to make up here. Make it 2 outs. That is hit into right field. That's going to touch the wall as there is a double by 43. Hartman draws a walk. Caliente gets a hold of that one into left, but it will be caught. 1 out left. Lee. That one should do it, as that will. 7-2 is your final. Hepcats back in the series just like that. After getting kind of worked there in the last game, I think a bit of a statement game here by the Hepcats to show that they can be in this series. Massive game by Walker in the 2-hole. 4 for 5 day, 1 run, 5 RBIs. Pitching, Maddox will get the loss. Xavier the win. Player of the game was Brooks Walker, to no one's surprise. Let's hit save. Let's move forward today. And let's go over pitching. Hepcats, Hunter Bishop is pretty gassed, 57%. Mike Bus third is a starter. Ray Xavier is a starter. Belfour, 74%, probably still usable. Looking at the Wheelers, a little more tired here. Claim home starter. Cam Maddox is there. Jake Mitchell Jr., 67% for a reliever. Etsugo, 51%. Probably not usable for next game. And Buskuzer, 58%. Yes, guys, I'll update the ticker. We got to do other stuff first. Everyone breathe. We'll get to it. Going to world scores. We're lined up for the next day. I will wait for changes here as we take a look. All right, permissions granted. We'll head to the Wheelers first because they generally reply first when it comes to the request. Potty, if you're doing it to get me tilted, you're gonna do it. We gotta process a couple of things first. I'll get the ticker updated. Don't worry. If the game ends next time someone asks again, you're never getting it updated again. You guys are cut off. I'll just remove it off the thing, and then it's gonna be a mystery on who's winning, and then you all can panic then. What do we got? Wheelers continue to keep it rolling. Hepcats, just waiting to see. We are just going simple. Who wins whatever game right now for bets, which is totally fine. I'm going to make a statement, but I'm going to redeem my points. I don't have the stream open, so I can't gain points right now. I did pop out chat, but who do we want to take? I'll wait a little bit, and then I'll throw in my points. You might as well throw your points down. I know your teams may not be playing and stuff like that, but it takes quite a while to get enough to get 1 million PBE bucks, so you might as well bet. So I think it was a couple weeks ago, there was a big bet, and I cleaned up. I got like 50,000 points, so nice 5 million in my bank account. I definitely needed it. I was getting low. So most of the big points get thrown down during the deciding games. But, I mean, you might as well try and build what you can right now. Hepcats, still nothing. We'll give it one more minute, 2:07. If I hear nothing, we are going. All right. I am not seeing anything. Okay, I think we're going to go. Who wins? People seem to think the Hepcats are going to even the series up. As I am a former Wheeler, let me throw some points down on the Wheelers. Fun fact, I was GM of the Wheelers for like 50 games. Way back when. All right, let's head into the next one here. Are we gonna have a bit of a closer game? First game was pure chaos, but then the next two have been pretty lopsided for the winning team. So, let's channel our inner baseball energy and try to get a little more of an even and exciting game here. No, didn't get fired. Promoted isn't the right word, but no. Then I got the job as Maui's GM, and the rest is history. Let's get it started. In here. Run in and run in, run in, run in. Okay, there's a hit up the middle. Bailey, the third. That was a wild pitch, but no one moved. They'll get the strikeout, though, as Plainview goes down on strikes. There goes the runner to second. That ball looked like it was thrown in a vat of molasses. As that's going to the infield, are the Wheelers going to be the first one on the boards? They are not. Runners hold. That is... that thing took a weird curve in the air and is going to drop. And there's your first run of the game. Fun fact, every time the Wheelers score in the first, they win a game in the World Series for season 47. Ooh, they beat the throw out, so make it 2-0 now. Wheelers, they're cooking here early, as that one will be caught, but 2-0.
That one is hit right to the second baseman. One hopper. Cadaver's out at first. Walker. 2 third. Bass tops it at first. That's to second and to first. And a quick, nice, clean inning there. Hummus, you can get a half ring if for every player I've helped build and has made the Hall of Fame, I get half credit for that as well. We can make an exchange. There's a pop out there by Danks, and Trento is going to dirt that in front of the catcher. They'll be tossed out at first. To third and first. Ziegler, nice recovery inning. Wow, 41 pitches already. I don't think they will be long for today on the mound. That went right past the shortstop. That was an insanely aggressive shift, but Emis is able to sneak that by. Pass is going to fly out, though. Crawford, that is double play ball, and they do turn it. Kansas City, still 0 on the board. Pop fly to center field is caught. Gino Wallace strikes out. 43. That is caught. 1, 2, 3. They go down. Hepcats. Doug leads us off with a walk. Judge. Oh, that thing must have had some mad spin on it because the catcher cannot pick it up. They are going to get the runner at second. There's still an opportunity for Hepcats to get on the board here. That should be deep enough to cut that lead in half. Here comes the runner. Yep, they got time to spare. 2-1 now. Walker. That one's got a little bit of juice on it, but is... Oh, no! He dropped it. Thankfully, no runs score for the Wheelers are... Oh, my! What a chain of events. They drop the ball against the wall. Then the shortstop diving like an NHL goalie, trying to stop an open net goal. 2-1. Folks, I think we have the Chaos mod on for this one. 2 on already here. Ziegler in a bit of trouble. Swinging strikeout there by Lee. Danks, who's ice cold. Can they get something done here? That is at the left fielder. 2 outs now. That is hit to short. 2 second, and Ziegler gets out of the inning after walking the first 2 batters. Emis, that is tossed up first. Taz is going to drop that one in front of the center fielder. Not known to steal, so we don't need to watch for it. Crawford goes down on strikes. Doug skies this one into right, and that is caught. 2-1. We have a close one here. That is to the second baseman. Barely had a move for that ground ball. That is hit pretty much right at the left fielder. Gino Wallace. Ooh, sneaky, dropping that one in front of the right fielder. Keeps it going here with 2 outs. Runner was going. Won't matter, though, so make the play at first. Ziegler, pretty high pitch count. We'll see if they come back out for the 6th. Max Velo having a little more luck here. Judge goes down on strikes. That one is in the left there for Tej. Cadavra down on strikes. Walker at the third baseman. They'll make the play at second. We are still 2-1 here heading into the 6th. And pretty much, like I said, starting pitcher day is done as Catch comes in and immediately gives up a single to Hartman. Aliante into left. 2 on. No out here. Lee to center field. That is caught. Danks. Oh, nice diving catch there. Tej saving that opportunity. Oh, slow roller. Bases loaded. Trento to the second baseman. Oh, and Wheelers cannot convert. 8 hits here. Kansas City needs to get something going here. That is right at the second baseman. Routine play at first.
That one is skied. Wow, the second baseman really wants to get the attention on them. This one as they run that down. That is hit high, deep, to left. Taz will see you later. Solo blast. That is the name of the game for long ball for the Hepcats, as they love their solo home runs, but it will tie this game. Crawford grounds to second. That will end the inning, but hit the reset button as we head into the last 3 innings of this game. Plainview. That looked like it might have been a gapper, but that hard curve on it as it's caught in center. That drops into left field for Gianwalis. 43. Pitching change as Kevin Choate is in. 2 on, 1 out. Double play gets him out of it. Hartman's hoping that doesn't happen. But there it is. Double play gets them out of the inning. Dave Doug matches up against Wyatt, and they are going to sky this one to left as that is caught. Judge, the black hole in the lineup, continues to just take straight L's there in the number 8 hole. Teej to third, to first. That's 3 out. Both teams not budging here quite on offense. Swing strikeout there by Caliante. Lee is going to scorch that one past the first baseman. Danks to center field. Gotta mute. Woo! Good sneeze there. I don't want people to clip that like they did Colby's Godzilla sneeze from however long ago. That's probably buried in the annals of history. Cadavra comes up to bat, gets a hold. Whoa, that was a weird curve, but that's going to be caught in right. Walker does the same thing, but with a lot less juice on it. Cow stares at a strikeout. Everyone clenching now. 9th inning. Do we have a hero, or are we getting extra baseball again? Ground out there by Bailey III. Plainview gets a hold of that one. That one's got some pop. It is gone. Solo blast by Plainview. Is that the winner right there? Gianwalis drops that win into the outfield. Wheeler's hoping to get some more on the board here. That goes up the middle here. Hold on, folks. They don't seem like they're done. That one's into center field. That's going to drop. Runners hold. Bases loaded. Caliante. That's right to the pitcher. Look at the runner at home. Bases remain loaded. 2 outs. Runners were going. They're going to make the play at first. Hepcats only 4 hits this game. Still are in this. Emus stares at a strikeout. Taz up against Wyatt. That is popped up into center field. Wow, the shortstop ran forever to get that. And a swinging strikeout there. Hepcats keep it close, getting out hit 15-4, but are going to drop game 3. Oh boy, we better change the score at the top here before everyone has a meltdown. There you go. Just so it's clear, everyone knows. Looking at the hits, Anchorage is 3, 4, 5, 6 batters carrying this offense here. Gianwalis 4 hits, probably your front runner for MVP right now for this series. Down to pitching, Wyatt will pick up the win. Kevin Choate loss. Player of the game is starting pitcher for the Wheelers, Max Velo. Let's hit save, move forward a day, and we will wait to see if we have any comments from the GMs. I guess I can just run through the pitching staff. Don't know if anyone's even watching. Cam Maddox is still gassed. What is this? This is game 5. Okay, so they'll still have a break, so they should be okay when it comes starting time. Jake Mitchell, 84 as an RP. Food poisoning, I don't think hasn't even been used. Max Velo just started, so that would explain it. Etsugo, 71. Wyatt will not be available for the next game. We need to go to the Hepcats. Bishop, 79. Pretty much fine. Xavier is going to start next. They just started. Belfour, 48. Not going to be available. Catch, 36. Not going to be available. And Choate, who took the loss, could pitch, but likely won't be called on. World scores. See Panda in Twitch chat has not messaged me on Discord. I'm going to assume he's just going to say, let it ride anyways. Here's the big prediction money getting tossed down. Hepcats versus Wheelers. Who wins this one? Do the Wheelers steal another one on the road and cement their World Series win? Or are the Hepcats going to try and stay alive here? Wheelers continue to let it ride. I'll give the Hepcats to 223 here. See if there's any changes. And we will get it going. Hopefully everyone is having fun. I know most people are watching are probably just farming packs. But hopefully if you are actually paying attention and enjoying this, the links have been given out a whole bunch of times to create for the PBE. Again, every player you see here has been created by a user at some point or time. There is a few bots in the minors. Most of them are pitchers. But probably 90% of the players you're seeing has been created. Earning in the league is pretty easy. We have money earning system and a word earning system. There is no pay to win. Everyone who does jobs in here, streaming like myself, file updaters, Twitch mods, all that kind of stuff, are jobs that the leagues has. Helps you earn some money to earn the old TPE, as we refer to it, which you then use to buy skills and improve your player. Every player has an archetype which they can be assigned, which have their own strengths and weaknesses. And every team you see as well is GM'd by 2 users that will be there to help you, as well as our rookie mentors. There is lots of Discords, both for teams, locker rooms. So if it seems intimidating at first, it is actually pretty helpful, the amount of people that are available. There is a bit of written tasks per week, but I can definitely guarantee you it takes no more than 5 minutes. Honestly, the probably hardest part in the league is earning money, but there's so many different avenues to earn money in this league that as long as you kind of are paying attention and do the right things here and there, like fantasy, our kind of daily, we can call them activity checks. Honestly, it's really not hard to earn enough money to do your weekly training and honestly buy equipment as well, considering contracts coming in and such. So yeah, as someone who has GM'd multiple times in this league, currently still have a player who is on their deathbed tour as I am in regression, already eyeing my next recreate. I definitely can say that it's a lot of fun. This is my 4th player now. I've been around since the league was created back in season 1, which was 2017 ? I think. So I've been around here for about 7 years now. That's actually kind of crazy to say out loud. I know I'm approaching my 100th stream. I'm getting there. I'm up to 90, I think now, somewhere around there. But as usual, there is a lot of people who are probably in chat that can be super helpful. If you have any questions, obviously head on to the Discord. If anyone's tagged with a GM tag, especially if anyone has head office, if you need any help for understanding it, honestly just message them. They can definitely point you in the right direction. And yeah, get you into enjoying this league as well. I will definitely say I think we are hurting hard for pitchers. So if you have any interest in that, yeah, definitely hit that position up. But if you want to make it better, honestly, don't feel bad about doing that as well. We are just looking for lots of actives to kind of repad our numbers. So yeah, like most of these leagues after the COVID crunch, we're struggling a little bit, I think. So join up or else. If you're gonna farm packs from us, at least join. Come on. Anyways, I think that's been enough time for the Hepcats. I've heard nothing from them, so we are gonna get going here. Both teams just pretty much letting it ride here. I think I hit save, but let's hit save again. Never can save enough. Manage game here. All right. Chips are down. Pretty much even spread for who's going to win game 5. Do the Hepcats keep this going, or do the Wheelers try to get their second title in, I think, 4 seasons? All right. Let's get it going. Oh, wait. Let me just... a couple changes here. All right. Chaos Mod is on. Let's see how we go. Last chance for Hepcats to use home field advantage. Like I said, interesting. That looked like it was foul, but I think Bailey's going to get away with one there. That is to the second baseman, 2 shortstop, 2 first. Double play. Gino Wallace draws a walk to keep us going here, though. That one is going to be hit to right field and be caught. Like I said, interesting stats. Every time the Wheelers are scored in the first, they've won. The one game they didn't, they lost. Just saying. All right, Cadavra comes up to bat. There is a out at first. Walker. To the third baseman. That's going to be tossed up at first. Cow. Oh, nice. A diving play by Caliente to get them out of the inning. Hepcats have been starving for hits here in this series. Wheelers, despite losing a game, still are hitting the ball here, and they continue that trend. Third baseman getting greedy, but shortstop will make the catch. That is into the gap. Oh, well, not really, but it's still going to be a double. Wheelers threatening here. That's right at the pitcher. They'll get the out at first. That one is going to drop. The runners were both going. They said, why not? There's 2 outs. Might as well do the old hit and run. And just like that, Wheelers up 2-0. There goes the runner. They're safe. Wheelers going crazy on the base pass here. That is in front of the center fielder. There goes the runner. 3-0 now. 5 hits already for the Wheelers. As Mike Boss third will finally get out of the inning, but 3 runs here has been pretty big in the series so far. Ground out there. Taz in the center field. Caught. Strikeout there by Crawford. And Wheelers are back up to bat here already. And Gino Wallace will run out that infield hit. 43 will strike out, though. Hartman. That one looked like it was maybe going to leave the park, but loses the steam while it's up in the air. That's the first. They'll touch there, and they will get out of the inning. Hepcats offense, you need to wake up if you want to stay in this series. Doug. That one looked like it hit the first baseman, but that will make it into the outfield. There goes the runner to second. They're safe. Judge grounds to second and continues to just have a horrible World Series. Oh, he picked up the ball in first and didn't make the out. All right, well, Hepcats are on the board. That was a weird one. But they'll make it up by at least getting the runner at second on the next ground ball. There goes the runner to second. Hepcats running the bases aggressively, trying to get some runs across, but that will be caught. Lee to the first baseman. They'll make the play. Danks draws a walk. That 36I coming in to play. First baseman makes the catch. Bailey the third is going to drop this one into the outfield to keep this going. Wow, aggressive running as they go to third. And that is actually going to pay off as there goes a hit into left. 4-1 now for the Wheelers. That one is hit hard, deep to center, but caught. Wheelers enacting their will here, though, so far. 8 hits to 2. Cow will get this one into right field, though. Amos, center fielder, ran a long way to get that one. A strikeout by Taz. Crawford, left fielder, will catch that one. Wheelers, a walk there by 43. Caliente tries to go up the middle. Oh, shortstop can't make the play. That is hit into left field. That will drop. Bases loaded for Lee. And they're going to drop this one in. That'll be one. Don't send the second runner, but still no outs. Pitching change there. Kevin Choate comes in and is able to turn the double play, but there is another run across the plate for the Wheelers. That one's going to drop in the outfield here, and that is going to be 7 as got to feel that is probably going to be the dagger in the heart here, as the Hepcats have not shown us these last couple games the offense needed to get back into this. Strikeout there by Doug. Judge finally gets a hit. That average is going to skyrocket as they go up to .86 now. 0.86, sorry. That took a weird bounce, and that's going to be hit as there will be a run on the board there for the Hepcats. Runner moves up to second. 2-out rally here, but Walker will ground out to first. That's going to end that rally. Plainview. Drop this one into center field as the Wheelers at 13 hits here already. A wild pitch sends the runner to second with the free pass. Gianwalis crushes that one, and it is gone. See you later. 2-run blast. 9-2 for the Wheelers. Someone let the Hepcats know they need to pack up their lockers, because I think this one is over. That is skied into center. The swing strikeout there will end the inning. Nope, sorry, not quite over yet. Then, now it's over as Caliente strikes out. Cow, right at the second baseman. That'll be out at first. Emmis to right field. That's caught. Taz drops any single with 2 outs. Pitching change here. Dax Murphy makes an appearance. But this one will be sky to right, and that is caught. We are down to the last 3 innings here already. Wheelers putting runs up here these last couple innings. Ground out there, though. Danks is going to drop this one into the outfield. Trentau gets tossed out at first. Runner moves up to second, and this is going to be grounded to second and tossed out at first. Hepcats down to their last 9 outs, fighting for their lives. But there's going to put it down to 8. Judge. Oh, okay. Whoa, we're going for a triple. Is Judge getting on a hot streak here? They're hitting over 100 now. That ground out to second will allow the runner to come across here, but they are going to get charged and out in the process. Walk here by Cadavra. There they go to second. Hepcats trying to make the Wheelers sweat a little bit here as we now have another runner on. Cow! That looked like it could have been a gapper, but the left fielder wags their finger and says, no, 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 no. Wheelers, again, focus more on the defensive side than offense, but will not complain about more runs. But there's a quick 2 outs there. 43. Right at the second baseman. There's another out there. 6 outs left. Emus make it 5. Taz. That drops in. Little single there. Pitching change. Crawford is able to fake out the pitcher. Runner moves up second. As I think this is Food Poisoning's first appearance, but that'll be a ground out. Tossed out at first, and then another play at first. As the Wheelers, one thumb on the cork for the champagne bottle here. That's popped up and caught by the shortstop. Caliante pops this one into center field. Lee hits this one into center. That'll be caught. We have Judge Tej Cadavra. Last chance for the Hepcats. There's your first out. This one skied into center as Tej drives that one out. Another solo blast by the Hepcats. Story of the World Series. Just not getting the power when they need to. Cadavra, there's a free out and foul territory. 1 out left. Walker versus Poisoning. That's to the pitcher. 2 first, and the Anchorage Wheelers are your season 47 champions. Game 1 felt like this was going to be a tight series. Hepcats were able to take game 3, but then besides that, the Wheelers enacted their will on offense. This is over in 5. Wheelers win 9-4 on the road. They're going to have to take the plane home to have the fans greet them and cheer them. Pretty much I called it. Ted Giannualis is your series MVP in this one. Holmes picks up their 3rd win, remains undefeated in the playoffs. Boss never got a win, and their start player of the game is Ted Giannualis. As that is going to do it, we are going to hit save. Not push the days any more further. But just like that, we're done in like an hour and 15 minutes. Pretty good. We will get this uploaded. And we'll do our favorite time. Ask the booth if anyone has anything, any questions for myself about the league, about my next player, about my thoughts and stuff. But if not, everyone can just enjoy the victory. Go celebrate in your locker room, Wheelers, and get ready, as in T-minus 3 hours and a little bit more, we're going to have the Majors Finals. Indy versus SAS. Probably, maybe arguably the best team this season versus the team that has 4-leaf clovers and horseshoes falling out of their pockets right now. World Series preview. Honest to God, I don't know. Indy has been so solid on this run. I would say that they're just too much for San Antonio to probably get more than 1 win. I think that series is going to be over in 5. But San Antonio has won the last 2 series, despite being a sub-500 team. OOTP likes to give random buffs to people. It seems to be San Antonio this time around. Maybe it holds through the World Series, but at least from what I've seen in the past, you'll see it carry a team maybe to the World Series. but it'll run out by the time you get to when it's time to have the chips down. So this is going to be Indies to lose for sure. The Sloth's luck has carried them here, but I think this is going to be a five game max series with Indy getting the W in this one. What kind of pitcher am I going to make this time around? I don't know if I'm going to make a pitcher yet. Honestly, I would prefer to make a batter this time around. I do have teams that I would prefer to play for more than others. And if it means making a specific kind of player or pitcher to end up on one of those teams, then I might veer and do that to end up that way. But preferably, I'd like to make a batter. Probably start off as a left field magician with me switching to something to be a right fielder, because there isn't a lot of like really long-term right fielders in the history of the PBE. So I see an opening there to, if everything goes perfectly for my career, I could set some pretty big numbers for right field. So that's where I would like to spend most of my career. Minors, yeah, I don't really care where I play, honestly. Would I have more favorites than others? Yeah, for sure. But, like, I'm not too, like, anti any team for the minors, personally. I would like to have a team that has an active locker room, so if there's, like, a minors team that is, like, kind of dead, I mean, I would prefer not to go there. But I don't have a pulse on that, so I can't say yes or no to certain things. And it all depends. If I'm a pitcher, I'm probably not playing in the minors very long. And I want to start as a reliever. So if a minors team drafts me and tries to pressure me to be a starter, nuts to you, I'm not doing it. I'm going to be a reliever. Hey, I'm not saying, I'm not saying what teams are inactive. I don't know. Honestly, don't know. I don't have a pulse on it. You probably have a better idea because you're in like every single locker room. I can't be troubled to have like so many Discord servers. It bugs me having like 90. So if I'm not using one, I get rid of it. So I guess I'm calling out someone, but I mean, if someone takes offense to it, then you know you're in an active team, right? 90? What's the 90 question marks for? Did I say something involving 90? Ooh, I need to find the other link. Where am I going here? How to upload? There it is. Rana's getting ready to fight. Honestly, the Rana's branding isn't too bad. I don't mind their branding they had. If I had to like rate minors brandings, Kingpins is meh. I've seen like the same branding across a couple other sim leagues, so like it's not unique. And red's really not my favorite color, so like to that. Mingos, I like the GMs there, and I've played for them before, but I am really sad that they didn't stay as the Mounties. I loved that branding. Lemur's branding is pretty meh. Rana's, actually, I do like it. It's pretty cool, but it's sad it's a bot team. I think people have seen, I don't like the Swift Steeds branding at all, but the Blues aren't terrible. Not a big fan of the Dills branding, but nothing against them personally. Wheeler's branding is okay. I like the fact that it's purple. It's a bit unique. Rear City's branding is pretty good, but the Bears' eyes always freak me out. Firehawk's old branding was better. The new logo is kind of bleh. And Hepcat's logo, I don't know why they changed it. It was perfect before. I don't know why we needed to add bats in the background, but it still is pretty solid. Hey, I'll definitely tell you my open opinions. I have no qualms about it. I've been here forever, so I definitely have some opinions about things. Yep. Do I like regular yellow mustard? No, not really. I mean, I don't hate it. Like if I were somewhere and someone was like barbecuing hot dogs, would I put a bit of mustard on my hot dog with my ketchup? Yeah, probably. Just because it's something different. But do I own mustard and use it in my own house? No, never. Never, ever. I'd probably, like I said, I'd put it on a hot dog or a hamburger, right? But I'd never do it in my own house. Like if when I cook hamburgers, generally I will put a bit of spice on them, like some rib rub or something, before I cook them. And then when the hamburgers are almost done, I'll take a brush and then put like some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, and then kind of caramelize the barbecue on both the barbecue sauce on both sides. And then I definitely still put a bit of ketchup on it when I have it. One thing I wish that I could get was like those crispy onions that you can get when you eat out some places. If those were available for like home consumption, that takes it to like a 10 out of 10. All right. Where is my other link? Go to finish upload. Raw onion. You mad lad. No way. If I had to pick a mustard, I would pick honey mustard. But like, the only time I would eat honey mustard is like with ham. Like ham something. Sure. If you want to raid someone, I guess. I don't know how to do it personally, so you can go nuts if you want. Yeah, I'm sure you can buy crispy onions, Moosey. I haven't looked super hard because it's not like I'm eating hamburgers all the time, but if I were to. Oh, doke. That is uploaded. Let's just double check the index to make sure we're good. And yep, we are all good. So yeah. I think a raid's been initiated. I don't even know if anyone can hear me anymore. I'm not sure how that works. But yeah, go give some love to Suji. And we will see you all tonight at 6 p.m. for the major stream. Hopefully everyone joins us for that. If you haven't made a player, go do it. Please, go make a player. Go make a player. If not, I will see everyone next season at some point. I actually have to sign up for some streams, so I will do that after this. But until then, thanks for joining me. Congrats to the Wheelers, and have a good weekend.